In the heart of Chicago there lived a boy named Alex Carter, a 14-year-old with a spark of determination in his eyes. Alex wasn't rich, and his family lived a modest life in a small apartment above his dad's auto repair shop. But Alex had something money couldn't buy: an unshakable drive to make his own way in the world. It all started on a sweltering summer morning. The city streets were filled with the scent of hot asphalt and street food, and people moved quickly, eager to escape the heat. Alex, carrying a small wooden table and a cooler of homemade lemonade, set up on the corner near a busy subway entrance. His sign, written in bold letters with markers from his school supply stash, read, "Alex's Lemonade, happiness in every cup." At first, passers-by barely gave him a glance. Most were too focused on their phones or their deadlines. A few tossed coins into his small jar, but nothing substantial. Alex, however, refused to let discouragement get the better of him. He smiled, waved, and shouted with all the energy he had, "Ice-cold lemonade. Refresh your day." By midday, a few regular commuters had started stopping. One of them, a middle-aged businessman named Robert Thompson, took a sip and grinned. "Kid, this lemonade is surprisingly good. You've got talent." Alex's chest swelled with pride. Encouraged, he offered Robert a second cup on the house. Word spread slowly but steadily. People started talking. "The kid selling lemonade on the corner? You have to try it." What Alex didn't know was that he had caught the attention of a small-time local blogger, Maya Lopez, who was always on the lookout for hidden gems in the city. She stopped, took a photo of Alex's colorful stand, and scribbled a few notes. "This kid," she muttered. "He's got something special." By the end of the afternoon, Alex had sold more lemonade than he ever thought possible in a single day. His jar was filled with crisp bills and coins, but the real reward was the number of smiles he had collected. He packed up for the day, unaware that a single photograph would change his life forever. The next morning, Alex Carter woke to find his social media buzzing. The photograph Maya Lopez had taken yesterday had gone viral overnight. On her popular local blog, she wrote about the teen entrepreneur turning lemonade into a movement, and included a glowing picture of Alex smiling behind his colorful stand. Hundreds of comments poured in, strangers from all over the country praising his determination and initiative. By noon, Alex's little lemonade corner was swarming with curious onlookers. People who had never ventured into this neighborhood were making detours just to try the lemonade everyone was talking about. Some even brought friends and family, eager to meet the boy who had captured the city's imagination. Among the crowd was Daniel Reynolds, a producer for a regional morning TV show called City Spotlight. He watched Alex pour lemonade for a group of laughing children, complimenting each of them on their summer drawings and playful jokes. "That kid's not just selling lemonade," Daniel muttered to his assistant. "He's selling joy." By late afternoon, Daniel approached Alex, introducing himself and explaining his interest. "Alex," he said, "we'd love to feature you on our show. The story of your lemonade stand. It's inspiring, and our viewers need to hear it." Alex, stunned, hesitated. He had never imagined that his small corner stand would become TV-worthy, but the thought of sharing his story with thousands of people filled him with a mix of excitement and nerves. With encouragement from his parents, Alex agreed. The next few days were a whirlwind of preparation. Daniel sent a camera crew to film Alex at his stand, capturing every detail, from the way he sliced lemons to how he arranged cups in perfect rows. Maya Lopez returned to take more photos, documenting Alex's journey from corner stand to TV segment. On the day of the shoot, the streets around Alex's corner stand were crowded with onlookers, eager to see a live broadcast of the boy who had become an overnight sensation. Local media began covering the story as well, interviewing people who had already become loyal customers. Every interaction seemed to amplify Alex's appeal, the sincerity in his smile, the humor in his greetings, and the genuine care he showed to everyone who stopped by. During a break in filming, Alex reflected on how quickly things had escalated. Just a week ago, he had been pouring lemonade in near anonymity, hoping for a handful of sales. Now he was preparing for his debut on regional TV, and the entire city seemed to be rooting for him. The prospect was thrilling, but it also weighed on him. He wanted to remain authentic. He didn't want the fame to change who he was. As the sun set, Alex wiped the condensation off his lemonade cooler and looked at the growing crowd. The energy in the air was electric. Cameras clicked, people chatted excitedly, and a few kids held up handmade signs cheering him on. He realized something profound. It wasn't just the lemonade that made people happy. It was the human connection. That simple, small act of showing care and creating joy had sparked something much bigger than he ever imagined. When the TV segment finally aired the following morning, Alex Carter's face was on screens across the city. The broadcast began with footage of him arranging his lemonade stand. The vibrant sign declaring, "Happiness in every cup." The host, Daniel Reynolds, narrated the story, emphasizing how a young boy's determination and positivity could inspire an entire community. Viewers were captivated. Calls to the station flooded in, praising Alex's creativity and spirit. Social media erupted with hashtags like #LemonadeHero and #AlexCarter trending regionally. For Alex, the response was overwhelming yet exhilarating. He read comments from strangers thanking him for reminding them that even small acts of kindness could brighten someone's day. Soon, local businesses reached out, offering sponsorships to help expand the lemonade stand. Alex and his family debated the options carefully. They didn't want to commercialize the joy they had started, but they also recognized an opportunity to turn this moment into something meaningful. They decided to create a small team to operate pop-up lemonade stands around the city, ensuring every cup sold would go toward funding community programs for children and teens. As weeks passed, Alex's story caught the attention of national media outlets. A morning show producer from New York invited him for a live interview on national television. Suddenly, the boy who had been quietly selling lemonade on a city corner was on a path to becoming a national symbol of youthful enterprise and community spirit. But fame came with its challenges. With crowds growing larger and constant media attention, Alex began feeling exhausted. There were moments when he questioned whether the dream of spreading happiness was being overshadowed by the pressure of expectation. His parents reminded him of his core purpose: to make people happy one cup at a time. With their guidance, he refocused on what truly mattered: genuine connections with people, laughter, and joy. During one particularly busy afternoon, as he poured lemonade for a group of teenagers, Alex noticed a boy sitting alone on a curb. He walked over, offered him a cup, and sat down to chat. The boy's face lit up with gratitude. In that moment, Alex realized that no matter how big his story became, it was the personal, small interactions that truly mattered. The fame was secondary. The real achievement was the happiness he could create in every interaction. By the end of the summer, Alex Carter had not only become a local celebrity, but also a figure of inspiration for countless young people across the country. His lemonade stand remained a humble operation, but it had grown into a symbol of hope, kindness, and determination. A reminder that even the smallest ideas could have a massive impact when executed with heart. Alex Carter's journey reached its pinnacle when a national morning show invited him to demonstrate his lemonade-making skills live on air. The studio was buzzing with anticipation, cameras everywhere, and a live audience eager to witness the boy whose simple act of selling lemonade had captured the hearts of thousands. Standing under the bright studio lights, Alex felt a familiar flutter of nerves. But he took a deep breath, recalling the faces of every person he had served, the smiles, the laughter, the conversations that had made his stand more than just a lemonade corner. With Zendaya, his best friend and unofficial assistant, by his side, Alex began pouring lemonade, explaining the process with passion and humor. The host of the show, Melissa Harper, engaged Alex with thoughtful questions about his journey, from his first hesitant sales to the viral fame that had followed. "Alex," she said, "what do you think makes your lemonade stand so special?" Alex smiled, glancing at the cameras. "It's not the lemonade. It's the people. Every cup is a chance to make someone's day a little brighter. That's the secret." The segment aired live, and the audience erupted with applause. Social media exploded with clips of Alex demonstrating his craft, his sincerity, and his genuine connection with people. Messages poured in from fans, both young and old, praising him for showing that kindness, creativity, and determination could truly make a difference. In the weeks that followed, Alex's Lemonade initiative expanded across the city. Pop-up stands opened in parks, outside schools, and at community events, staffed by volunteers inspired by his story. Alex never lost his humility, often reminding his team, "It's not about the fame. It's about spreading joy one cup at a time." Even years later, Alex Carter would remember that summer as the moment his life changed. Not because of the cameras, the fame, or the viral videos, but because he had discovered the power of small acts done with heart. A simple lemonade stand had shown him that passion, empathy, and creativity could ripple through a community and beyond, leaving a lasting impact on everyone who crossed his path. And so, a boy who once set up a modest lemonade table on a busy corner became a symbol of hope, determination, and the extraordinary potential hidden within ordinary acts of kindness. All it took was a little lemonade and a lot of heart,